Apexbulletdemon here. Now I'm bringing you an advanced survival tips here for War Z, and I'm in the menus to actually show you some of the basics you're going to need for advanced survival. Now, advanced survival, you're going to basically want to try and take a vaccine with you at all times. You need to try and collect those. Obviously not everyone's got those, so they are a big necessity. Also with advanced survival, you want a primary weapon, preferably a machine gun, but I'm going to take an AA-12 at the moment. I don't have a lot of machine gun I can spare. You want your melee weapon, of course. You want the source of healing, painkillers I'm taking here, food and water, I'm taking cans of ham, water 375ml, and binoculars, hugely important for scouting areas out. Now I've taken a pistol. It's not a necessity in an advanced survival for this, but I would recommend it personally to have the extra firepower. So I'm just going to pause the video here for you guys, and I'll be back when we've spawned in. Okay, welcome back guys. Now as you can see, we've spawned and it is in the middle of the night, and I've had to equip myself with some night vision. Now I use night vision civilian, as you can see, and this is what you get. If we turn them off, that's what you get, so it's definitely an improvement. Now this video is now going to include something I didn't originally plan it to, but it will now include that, is how to survive at night. And obviously the first things first, you're going to want night vision regardless. So we're going to plan our route now. We're going to bring up the map. Now what I want to do is take us somewhere different. So I'm gonna try Clearview. It's a very, very dangerous place to go to, guys. I will say that to you now. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're an experienced player. But obviously we're going to go there. So what I'm going to quickly do is have a little talk to you guys while we're moving, and I'll cut out a bit of the movement and we'll get a bit closer. What I want to say is, when you're travelling at any time of the day, you want to be keeping your eyes open for movement of other players in the tree lines, anywhere, you know. You want to be always looking around yourself, covering yourself. And nighttime, I would, when you've got night vision, recommend sticking to the trees. Now I'm not doing that so well at the moment, and I do need to check that I'm heading the right way. I am, so we're going to get into the trees at a later stage. But yeah, at night, the advice I'd have is get your night vision out, get in the trees and try and travel through the trees to wherever you're going. In the daytime, similar, you don't have to be in the trees, but don't be completely out in the open. And obviously any time of day, keep yourself covered, watch your surroundings. Other players can be anywhere at any time. You don't want to be getting killed while travelling, really, because you just feel like you've achieved nothing. A huge tip for advanced survival has to be that, you know, if you can group up, it is a massive benefit to you in this game. But I would encourage not to group up with people that you don't know. You know, if you can get some friends on here, it's going to be a lot better for you. You know, you're not going to get betrayed by someone you've grouped up with. And so we'll get closer and I'll bring the video back for you guys. Welcome back guys. Now I've got a few things to cover very quickly. I'll show you exactly where we are and explain why. Now we are just in the southeast quadrant of the map, coming on to a place called Fallsdale. Now the reason for that is because our original planned destination, Clearview, I actually was killed on the way there in the middle of the night, and I would have recorded for you guys the gunfight, but obviously it was very unexpected, and he had the advantage of a long-range weapon. I believe it was an M4 semi, whereas as you saw I had the AA-12 close-range weapon. So at the end of the day I was outgunned, and he saw me first as well, and I was killed. So that just shows to show anybody can die in this game. It does happen. Nothing's going to guarantee you not to ever die, but these tips will help you. So as I say, we're on a new character in the southeast quadrant of the map, coming up to a place called Fallsdale. Now I do want to mention that this place, I've not regularly found loot, but as I say, the loot was reconstructed, that I did cover in another video, and I do apologise for that sound. That is incredibly loud. One of the bad sides of the sound effects of this game. I don't know why they made them so loud like that. Yeah, this is Fallsdale. I've not regularly found much, you know, extremely rare loot and good loot here, but we're going to try it. And again, more with the advanced survival tips. Now when you've got, you know, your melee weapon, your guns, you can take on, you know, a couple of zombies at a time, but always remember to move back when you're doing that. and try to avoid taking zombies out in the open. I'm trying to do it now, but it's not always possible. I do realise that, but whenever you can, avoid taking them out where you're going to be vulnerable to a player walking in and just gunning you down while you're fighting a zombie. This place, as you can see, I know the night vision isn't fantastic in this game. As you can see, it has a store there, so we're going to go there first. Another quick thing I want to address is I am trying out a new recording program, and I am recording in high for that reason. I'm aware that it isn't the greatest of frames, so I do apologise for that, but it's just a, you know, a trial and error. I thought I'd try it doing the video in high. You know, you guys get better quality. I know you don't in general actually because it's night, but you know, you get a little bit better quality. And you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I go back to the settings I was running before when recording. It's not a problem, but you know, it's trial and error. So yeah, moving on. We've only found a bag of chips in here, chocolate bar and bandages there. Chocolate bar there. Right, okay. Now, advanced survival tips would be to get in and out of places as quick as you can, you know, and look for, you know, the most important loot. Now, at this stage, your most important loot, once you've got a stable food supply up, stable amount of medical supplies, is to find guns and ammunition that you don't already have, more powerful weapons such as an AKM. That's a very powerful weapon with a lot of range. Other more powerful weapons are the extreme rares. Any of the extreme rares are well worth getting. You know, Scar H's, Scar H Night Stalkers, G36. I've not come across any of these yet myself, but they're going to be well worth getting, and that's the sort of thing you want to be looking for. Obviously, with the item spawn, the loot spawn, sorry, rebuild, don't quite know myself where all of this stuff is going to be, and it's just going to be, again, a learning curve. But that's basically what you want to be looking for, and you want to be looking at any military spawns possible. You know, this place doesn't have any, but Delta Peak Ranger Station, that has some. We're going to be going there a little later on in the video, and there's a few notes here. We're going to close that. We don't really need to read those, and that covers the post office here. The only other place worth covering here is this diner that we're going to go past in a moment. We're just going to take out this zombie. More of advanced survival tips would be definitely to avoid high traffic areas such as Clearview. To be honest, you know, it was I felt the chance of going there and I paid the price. High traffic areas, Clearview, you know, there's more than likely 100% of the time going to be someone there. Smallville is not as high traffic, but usually there's someone there, so you know, unless you're really confident, avoid that. Boulder City again is another place. Unless you're extremely confident, avoid that if you can. I know the loot is a lot better in those places, and you just got to build your confidence and know your routes and so on, and get your weaponry. I'll kill this zombie and I'll address something else as well. Now, personally, I don't find the MTV Forest or custom gorilla armor useful in comparison to its weight. They are both very heavy, and they really don't give you, you know, I don't feel the difference when I'm being, you know, it's supposed to get level 2 protection, but I don't notice it, so I don't take them. I do use light forest gear when I can get it, when I find it, because, you know, if there is protection, it is level 1 there, and it's nice and light, and you know, it's at least some protection, but it's a lot of better of a choice than running custom gorilla or MTV forest gear. It just doesn't quite cut it for me personally, and that would be one of my tips. Avoid carrying that or using that. It just isn't worth it at this stage in the game. Those are some more there. These zombies here have just caught me very much off guard and almost killed us. As you can see, we are almost dead. So we want to heal ourselves up. nice and healed as much as we can get and carry on moving. Now, I'm aware that that issue was made a lot worse by the frames I'm getting, and I will most likely avoid running in high when recording from there on. That was very, very dangerous there. And that's another, I guess, another survival tip for you guys. Run the game in whatever gives you a frame rate. Any game, this is a tip for any game. Get a good frame rate. You know, you can't afford what just happened to me there. But you know, it's all, you know, everybody's human, and this for me is trial and error. You know, I'm new to YouTube itself. It's all trial and error. You know, you can dislike my video if you like, if you feel that this is silly and you know it's not a good video. You know, I'm human. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to, you know, constructive criticism, isn't it? You adapt from it. So, and for any of you guys that enjoy the game, you'll know that you've tried this yourself. You know, you want to get the game looking as good as you can, and you're willing to sacrifice. And that's what I've tried here, but by the looks of things, it's not working. But I won't stop the video and, you know, change that. We'll carry this on, see it to the end. We're now heading up to Delta Peak Ranger Station. Now, this brings about another advanced tip. This is what I would call a medium traffic area, and in these sort of traffic areas, you'll want to be scouting. Now, I know I haven't been doing that, and it is a basic mistake I've been making so far in the video, so you will see me do that in just a second. That is the use of the binoculars. Scout where you're heading. Make sure you don't see players when you scan. You only have to do it for a couple of, you know, a minute or so just to make sure. And if you see players, you've got to make the decision on whether you feel confident enough to take them on. You can put in chat that you're friendly and see what happens there. See if they respond with friendly and see where you place your trust. Or just avoid going there, you know. It is entirely a player choice. As you can see, you guys can probably see the chat. There's definitely a guy in Clearview you can see. He's a bit egotistical. Come Clearview if you dare is what he's typed. We're definitely not going to go there. It's just not worth it. As I say, I did die on the way there before. We were planning to go there, but it's not going to happen. So, we're going to scout the area, and as you can see, there are zombies running around all over the place here. So I'm guessing that somebody's died here, because zombies will continue to run on the spot when someone's been killed. You'll know the difference. When zombies have stopped in an unusual area, it means somebody's been there and escaped. When they've running on the spot, as they were, I don't know if you guys saw, but I definitely did, there was a death here. How long ago, you can never tell. You'll tell if it's in the 10 minutes because you'll see the loot, but obviously beyond that, it's anybody's guess. So take out zombies. Now night time is always much worse for fighting zombies, and I wouldn't recommend doing too many at once. You just got to take it nice and easy with the zombies. That's a zombie there. I did actually think that was a player, hence why I did go quiet for a little bit there. I do apologise. Did look very conspicuously like a player, but it's not. And what we have here is, I wouldn't advise this, but we have too many zombies to fight any other way. Caught out there from behind. Definitely avoid that if you can. Always aim for the head, as in anything involving zombies. And this is where it's good to have that primary weapon. Take out all the zombies that are stopping us. I wouldn't recommend that on your own as I'm playing at the moment, but that was a necessity there. There was just no way around that. As you can see, we still almost died there. Just goes to show just how difficult this game can be at times. And so far we haven't found anything special, so it could have been a big waste. And that's the thing, another advanced survival tip, unless you've seen, you know, something that's worth doing that for, really you really must avoid doing that. That tip is do not fire unless it is really worth it. But there, that was a life or death situation. As you could see, there was too many zombies to get through. Gunfire in the distance. Now we can't place that, so we're just gonna get out. We're just gonna go and we're gonna leave and avoid death. Highly not worth the time. We don't have the health nor the ammo to be engaging that player. That's another advanced tip. If you don't have the ammo and you're low on health, don't even try. You don't know how many there are unless you've seen them, and you just don't know if they've seen you first. It's not worth it. Get out, get to a safe distance, and either leave or, you know, just go somewhere else. And for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna bring about the end of the video in a tree line over here, if we can, if the zombies allow us, and it doesn't look like they're going to. We're getting chased by quite a few of them, so we're gonna have to keep moving for now. But yeah, I hope those tips have helped you guys. You know, I know I've been going against them a little bit myself, but you know, it's all personal player choice, but they are big tips that will help you. As I said before, nothing's going to guarantee you never to die. You know, you just, unpredictable things in this game happen, and you've got to go with it. But if we'd have stayed there, that guy could have been very close, and it would not have been worth dying for. We haven't found any loot at all that's worth dying for. We've really used a lot of ammo, all the health, for a flare basically, which goes to show, again, as I say, don't fire and use all that ammo and health unless you really have to. And night time, as you can see, it is very difficult fighting zombies, so avoid that, and as I say, get the best frame rate you can. So that'll be the end of the video, guys, and I'll see you guys for some more War Z, and I'm Apexbulletdemon out.